Hello! Welcome to Greg's Channel 1. I'm Greg. This is Channel 1. Happy New Year, everybody. A cheers to that. And let's talk Doctor Who. This is my review for Revolution of the Daleks, which is the New Year's Day episode that has dropped tonight. This is my opinion on it. There will be spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen the episode, go and watch it and then jump back over to it and listen to me ramble, because that's what I do. So, you've had your moment. Let's dive in. So, this is a Chris Chibnall script, and I must say, well done, Christopher. You knocked it out of the park, Chibbers. Pretty proud of this. I think this is the perfect follow-up to Resolution, and I think they did very, very well to highlight the follow-up. This episode for me was wonderful. It highlighted every single member of the main cast really well, I felt. So, talking to the main cast, let's talk about everyone involved as part of the main cast for this special. So obviously, starting off, we've got Jodie Whittaker playing the 13th Doctor. We have Mandip Gill playing Yasmin Khan. We've got Bradley Walsh as Graham O'Brien. Tosin Cole as Ryan Sinclair. John Barrowman as Captain Jack Harkness, and he's a morsel. Chris North as Jack Robertson, back again. Nathan Stewart Jarrett playing Leo Rugazzi. Harriet Walter as Joe Patterson, very, very brief Prime Minister. Whoops. And, of course, if we've got Daleks, we've got Nicholas Briggs, so winner, winner. Now that I've spoken about that, let's dive right in. Let's talk about the episode, get my feelings out, and then we'll roll into talking a bit about each important dynamic for this episode, in my opinion. And then we'll talk about the announcement that happened at the very end of the episode, which, you know what, I'm interested to see how it goes. But before that, let's have a cheers, and let's dive right in. Okay, so the episode starts 367 days after Resolution. So we get the Resolution where, the shell gets blown up. Damn, I forgot how awesome that looked. And, as usual, especially during the Chris Chibnall era, Doctor Who looks goddamn beautiful. And Segun Akinola, mwah, your music is, it's gold. So, the fam are back together for this episode. But something that Chris Chibnall does very well during this is he highlights very much that over the 10 months between the Doctor sending them off back home and her getting out of her prison cell, they've moved on, apart from Yaz. Graham and Ryan have moved on, and they feel like they can keep going on. They don't need to wait for the Doctor, whereas Yaz feels very dependent of, no, she has to come back. She cannot leave me. How dare she leave me? How dare she leave me? Which hopefully will play into Series 13 and will eventually lead into Yaz's eventual exit. That she is almost like a heroin addict for the Doctor, in the fact that she needs the Doctor around, otherwise, she can't deal with the fact that because she's had a taste of what the Doctor can give, she can't deal with it not being there. So, let's talk. It opens up, and obviously we get the trucker guy who is just killed off, very quickly into it. Is like, okay, and it leads into which I think is a perfect cold open. Chris Chibnall really knocked it out of the park for me in this episode. So, you get so many moments that highlight how good Chris can be. I love the new look, the look that we got for the reconnaissance Daleks. They looked lush. They couldn't have looked any more lush without having lush written upon them, in my opinion. I liked the fact that we got 13, in her prison outfit, and personally I would have loved her to have kept that for the entire episode, and then gone, oh yeah, I forgot to change, or something along those lines, where she was just so swept up in everything happening, she didn't think to change. But, we got her back in a normal outfit, and I was alright with it. But 13 was so great in her little moments in the prison. And, saying hello to the weeping angel. Alright, Angela! It's like, really? Of course. Of course. The Pating, the Sycorax, Ood, silence, and then I love the fact that she goes, oh yeah, I forgot you were here. It's like, yep, the silence is doing its job. Just not getting out of there anytime soon. And then in comes Captain Jack to help the Doctor escape. I have to say, I did think that was quite a fun thing where she's like, have you had work done? You're one to talk. That dynamic was just beautiful. Personally, I think Jack worked very well with Whittaker and with Mandip. I felt that they bounced off each other amazingly, which makes me want more Jack, which I was not expecting. Jack is a character who I feel that if he's overused, he just becomes a bit tiresome. But he was done so well in this episode that I felt like I wanted more Jack, which is good. Jodie, personally, I think the best performance comes from Jodie Whittaker in this entire episode. She is just stellar. She's hitting it out of the park so often that I'm coming out of this going, nope, I definitively love this incarnation of the Doctor. I like the fact that when Ryan asks her in possibly one of the most beautiful scenes, the Doctor being awkward as usual, and Ryan just being like, well, what happened at Gallifrey? And she's like, okay, gives the basic, short answer, and the Master, yeah, it doesn't matter. No, don't try and avoid the question. If you avoid it, you're not going to be able to push through, and you're not going to be able to move on. And I like that, and it's like the 10 months between them helped him learn how to move on. And so that was really, really sweet. Thank you for being my friend, Ryan Sinclair. And him just going, thank you for being mine. It's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna miss you going now, Ryan. Yes, he was possibly my least favourite out of the three, but Ryan had always been a character that I really liked to enough of a degree that he's a companion that I would love to see more. And then this episode really made me go, no, I hope this isn't the end completely for Ryan Sinclair. I hope we get him later on, in Jodie's run, or at the end of Jodie's run, or something like that, because Tosin Cole was fan-bloomin-tastic, as was Bradley Walsh. You know what? Everyone nailed it in this episode. There's not much I can really say about that. Think. So, think. Okay. I like the fact that they showed that Leo has a lot of humanity within himself, where he doesn't want to kill the creature, even though it will come back to bite him. Because I like the fact that it showed that, something that he'd created, he didn't want to kill. And he was, willing to do it because it could be dangerous. Obviously, that comes back to bite him in the dark. Chibnall knows how to make the Daleks unnerving and maybe scary again, which I have not felt for quite some time. Not since Dalek. Or, the Parting of the Ways, Bad Wolf. I don't think I've properly been unsettled by the Daleks since those, or Resolution. Chibnall's nailed his two, specials with Daleks. He's goddamn nailed them. So hopefully we get like another one. Maybe, I don't know. More Dalek stuff from Chibnall, please, because I think he seems to understand how to get what Terry Nation wanted initially from the Daleks. For them to just make you go, oh, no, etc. So, and one thing I want to say, how the hell did Jack Robertson live so goddamn long? How has he not died? He is the luckiest arsehole in Doctor Who history. Like, that guy seemed to just not. He seemed to just be just lucky enough to avoid dying in every situation he got himself in. It was just like, what? No. No. And then at the end, they say, he's on like the TV, and it's, there may be a chance for maybe a renewed election run. And he's like, oh, maybe. It's like, oh no. But we will see. I think we're getting a bit of foreshadowing for Series 13 with Yaz and her, what seems to be her dependency on the Doctor to function nowadays. Chris Chibnall as well was very good at making me constantly think, okay, this is where they're gonna this is where he's gonna exit wound us and kill Ryan and Graham, just to really stab a knife in and twist it just so he can go just be like, God damn it, Chris. But yeah, Jack, I'm glad that we got Jack. Jack did quite good. And he drops a Gwen Cooper reference and a Rose reference. What the hell, dude? He's just like, reference for you and for you. Reference himself. That also gives me a great moment when Whittaker asks him, how the hell did you smuggle that vortex manipulator in here? And he just goes, do you want to know the actual answer? And Whittaker's face is just, oh, no, I do not want to think about that. Nope. And neither did I. Cheers, Chris. I mean, yes, it's very Jack, but cheers, Chris. Oh. Yeah. I'm just going to say now, I think the way that they wrote Graham and Ryan out was done perfectly. The perfect goodbye, in my opinion. And Jodie gets a great speech when she's, mocking the Daleks, come to the Doctor like my little pets. And so she's taunting them pretty well. I like this. More of this, please, Jodie. Please. More of this. And when Ryan's, Jodie's like, we can go to a place known as the Meringue place. I think it was the Meringue Galaxy. It's not a place. It's a restaurant where everything is meringue. I'm there thinking, okay, I kind of want to go there now. I want to, I want to see the meringue land. I want to go to the Meringue Galaxy or planet or whatever she called it. I want to see this place in reality. But, and then Ryan, Yaz is like, yeah, I'm ready. Graham's like, sure. And Ryan just stays silent. I was like, so, oh, okay. And his reason felt justified. He felt that the 10 months being with being back on Earth, he needed it to find his purpose. And now he wants to help save Earth, which, oh, I'm not crying. It's raining, was my mentality. Because, did that, yeah. And then Graham's like, I don't want to travel with the Doctor without you being around, Ryan. Because I'd want to talk to you and you're not there. And, melted my goddamn heart. Oh, I love the fact that the psychic paper was used as a goodbye gift. It was like, you may need these. They may come handy. But you're not leaving without a present and a hug. Oh, it made me miss hugs so much. Oh. And then Jodie has that moment where she's like, I can go back in time. I can break the laws. So I can spend just that little bit longer with you guys. Jodie Whittaker, you were phenomenal in this episode. You were the standout. As much as I loved everyone else, you were the standout by a country mile. And then the very end where they come full circle. Ryan's learning to ride the bike. Graham's pushing him along. They look up. And they see Grace, because Grace will always be with them. I felt it was that kind of symbolism of, Grace will always be on their mind and Grace will always be pushing them forward. And, come on, Big Finish. You need to get Bradley Walsh and Tyson Cole together at some point, now that they've gone from the team. I want a Sinclair and O'Brien, spin-off in some way, shape or form, please. Off going and saving the world. So yeah, a really, really good episode that I absolutely loved. Did I say about the second part of the planet? Oh yeah. After taunting the Daleks, they chase her into the TARDIS, which isn't her TARDIS. It's the TARDIS that Yaz had been sleeping in, and that they had travelled back in at the end of the Timeless Children. And I like the fact that they didn't shy away from that, and that Jodie's Doctor is still affected by it. I like the fact that she's angry about it. Yeah. Anyway, that was my opinion on the Revolution of the Daleks. What did you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Click like, thumbs up, subscribes, bells and whistles and things. And I'll see you next time, my friends. See you in the future. And have a great day, evening, night, whatever time it is. See you soon.